Welcome to Spenelli Speaks. I'm Danny, and if you are new here, I hope you take some time and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you always see when my videos are brand new, and comment below. I love to interact. If you've been around the block, welcome back. Hi guys, thanks for joining me. Today I am super excited to give you some of my first couple steps of wedding planning. So if you've watched my videos before, you know that I'm getting married this year. I'm getting married in October. And today I thought I would hit off my wedding series with a quick rundown of what I've currently already done and what I need to do yet to get everything together. Now, if you yourself have planned a wedding or are planning a wedding or have any ideas, comment below. I am more than happy to take any kind of feedback. A little tidbit, I'm doing a literary themed wedding. So everything about my wedding is going to be about books, essentially. Love and books, of course, but mostly books. And so within that, there's a couple of different things that'll be really scream literary theme, and then there's other things that will be a little bit just me and my fiance and my family. So what I have done so far, I am getting married on 10/10/20. So if you can imagine, that is going to be probably a pretty popular day to get married. So as soon as we got engaged, which we got engaged in May of this last year, so May 2019, we actually were in Ireland at the time. We took a vacation and we visited my brother who lives in London, and then we visited Cardiff, Wales. We went up to Edinburgh, Scotland, and then our last stop was in Dublin, Ireland, and my fiance proposed to me there. So when we came back from our trip, needless to say, I have been waiting for this long enough. I jumped right into wedding planning and immediately booked our venue, our photographer, and our DJ. So all three of those things got knocked out right away because I knew, and from what I've been hearing, it's a very popular day. So I wanted to make sure that we were getting married where we wanted to, that we were going to be able to have a photographer that was going to be able to kind of help us with our needs, and also that we were going to have a good DJ because we do like music and this girl loves to dance. So in preparation, my mom actually got me this really cool wedding planning book. I mean, how much more cool can you get? It literally says, look at me getting all married and shit. I mean, this is right up my alley. It does have an ISBN, so if you're interested, that I'll put that in the description, because if you want something like this or you have someone in your life that you know would love this, you can go right on Amazon and get that for yourself. Now, I have not really been using the entirety of this book, so it'll have, in the very front, it'll say, like who's getting married, and then in each section, like it'll say like wedding planner. Well, I don't need a wedding planner, but this will go like, it'll say the date, your venue, what your budget is, who your officiant is, who the wedding party is. It'll give you little to-do lists. It'll go through like your budget planner 12 months before, so you have like checklists in here, 9 months before, 6 months before, 3 months, and then 1 month before. And then it gives you spaces to like write little notes and stuff. So it has like a checklist. So confirm final guest count, confirm reception details, attend final gown fitting, so on and so forth. It has, 1 week before, 1 day before, the big day. And then it has just like different areas where you can put in like who your wedding party is. And then it'll have like details for a baker or a caterer or the DJ or the videographer or the photographer. So everything that you can imagine would be part of a wedding, it's in this wedding planning book. I mostly used, like, for the guest list, I wrote out, you know, all of the people that we wanted to invite. We're trying to keep it under 200. So I believe we are inviting about 220 in hopes that 200 or less actually show, which is it's a good ratio. I think that's a nice number because you don't want to have too many people because, one, are you going to be able to really, you know, speak to all those people? Do you really talk to those people in general? You really want to have a intimate wedding, at least for me. I mean, I know there are some people that do like it much bigger. But then in the back too, so the guest list just goes on, and I'm like, how many people are you inviting? So I used them for other things too, like I was starting to write notes on like songs I wanted to hear, or, you know, pictures that I really wanted to see. So that was nice to have extra space in here where I could just, you know, cross off the heading and just make it my own. And then it also has seating charts. So if you are going to do a seating chart, it does give you a layout so that you can, you know, put people on like the little chairs here and see what table they'll sit at. So I liked that as well because I will be telling people where to sit. And then that goes on forever as well because obviously it's matching the wedding guest list, and that it goes all the way to the end of the book. So it's really nice to have it all in one space. You can make your notes, you can make it like you want. So that's been helpful. I actually have also done our engagement photo or session. So we've gone with our photographer, we've done a mini session to do engagement photos, and then we use those engagement photos to create our save the dates. And for our save the dates, I made them look like, and I'm just covering up our names because for confidentiality purposes, but they look like this side, this is one piece of it, but it's supposed to mimic like a library card. You know, in the olden days when you would go to the library and you would check out a book and they would write your name on it and then stamp it with, you know, when it was due. Yeah, that's what this is supposed to look like. So this is one version of our save the date. So that one turned out really nice. And this one is my favorite. So again, I'm sorry, I'm going to put my hand here, but so again, this is a save the date. So we have a book there, and then it has title, genre, author, and then due date here. And it's just us with a book here, and just really awesome. So in the title, it says tying the knot, genre, wedding, author, both our names, and then due date. It's a stamp of the date. So that was really fun. There are two versions of that. Which was awesome. It turned out really well. We had a friend of ours help us with the graphics as far as that library-like look, and then we were able to actually just print those right from Walgreens, which was really nice. Past that, oh, and side note, if you are a personal friend or family member and you have not yet received your save the date, I ran out of stamps. It's on its way. But the next step actually is going to be a stop at the wedding dress store. For the very first time, I'll be trying on wedding dresses, and I am actually like not very excited. And not because of what we're doing. It's more like I feel like I'm gonna be a big marshmallow. I'm technically the heaviest I've ever been, which I'm not heavy, but I'm the heaviest I've ever been. So I just feel like I'm gonna be worried about that, and realistically, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal, but I just know that it's gonna bother me if certain dresses don't fit the right way. I'll be self-conscious about that. I'm also not very heavy up top, so typically when I try on, you know, more elegant gowns, you need more upstairs to fill it in, and I just don't fill anything in really. So that's the next step, is going for my very first time to try on wedding dresses. That is going to be in early February. I don't know how much of that I'll be able to film for y'all, because if I can't film even in my house around my family, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to film outside in public. Plus, I've been to this store before for other people's weddings, and they don't even let you take pictures of yourself in the wedding gowns until the wedding gown is like purchased, until you like, yes, I'm buying this. So I don't know that I can show that, but I will try my darndest to give you some kind of clues about that. And then in March, my bridesmaids and I are going to be going bridesmaid dress shopping. And they're actually, I don't actually have bridesmaids. I have all matron or maids of honor, because I feel all equally they are the best. So I didn't do any bridesmaids except for my junior bridesmaid, which is my soon-to-be stepdaughter. So that'll be a day in March where it'll just be me and my bridesmaids. We'll be looking at dresses. And then after that, probably shortly thereafter, so probably in March still, I will go with my soon-to-be stepdaughter and we will get her dress. So that'll be fun time as well. Beside that, I don't have anything crucial happening right now. I do really have to get on top of my floral, which is book page flowers. So I really got to figure that out. I have started to a certain extent, but not enough to, you know, create a whole bouquet, let alone, what is it going to be, 5, and then boutonnieres, and then table settings, and this, that, and the other thing. I have done some collection of things that will be going on the tables. I think I'm going to show you guys all that in one video so you can see kind of what my thought process is there. And then I'll also give you a quick snippet of my favors in that next video. So this is just the first video in my wedding series. Just wanted to give you a quick rendition of what I currently have done, what is coming up, and kind of my thought process. I had to do a literary themed wedding because if you had to do it sometime, why not pick a wedding? I mean, who has just a regular party for just books? I mean, there might be people out there, but what better time to integrate something you have such a passion for than the biggest day of your life towards this point? I mean, maybe a birth of a child is big too, but I mean, I'm getting married. Till then, happy reading. Bye.